A babka emergency?
a vodka.
Oh,
But
vodka.
I went to I was gonna just because I don't
Did
have
you
any
hear
wine,
vodka?
so
No,
oh,
I
are
didn't
you?
hear a babka. I heard vodka, not
Oh,
babka.
yeah. So my vodka that's in the freezer. I guess the last time I had it, I didn't screw the lid on all the way, so it was all over the freezer.
Oh God.
Like yeah, so I had to really
Were you able
quickly
to
so I
did you
smell like it.
salvage any?
Yes, of course,
All right.
of
That's
course
the
I did.
most important.
Okay. Was the Jenny's ice cream affected by
The
this
Jenny's ice cream
disaster?
is not on the same shelf. The Jenny's
Okay.
ice cream has its own separate area in the
It's like
freezer.
it's like a
So
boozy Jenny's now.
yeah, well, I'm sure it will taste good. So that's fine. So trash valet day is today, by the way. So Ernie is probably going to be barking soon.
That's why we scheduled it tonight.
Yeah.
Of course.
I have it in my calendar as the valet.
We already knew that information.
Yes. Our cycles are synced with your
Yes.
trash
Across the board.
valet.
Josh is like, oh God. So hi, happy early birthday, Sarah.
Thanks.
Oh, God,
Thank you.
Now we got to celebrate it for like 4 days.
Oh.
Yes.
This is how happy birthdays are in my house. I get a begrudging happy
It's birthday week.
You would love it if people celebrated you for a full week.
Mine's a month, actually.
Oh, is it a month?
Yeah.
Okay.
All
Mine
of November.
all of November. Jovember.
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 Isn't it Movember too? Isn't that
yeah.
mustache
Yeah.
coming back that month?
I might go like full force on it.
Oh,
Like Henry Cavill in Mission Impossible style.
Oh, shit.
Full force.
Full force mustache. I'm getting ready. I gotta start growing it now, though. It doesn't grow fast.
I love it. Well, Sarah, do you have any plans for your birthday?
I'm getting a cake from Second Daughter Baking.
Which one?
The brown baby, which I haven't yet to try. I'm super excited.
It's a cake. It's a cake that serves 12 to 18 people, and it's for me, Sarah, me, and Karen.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
It does freeze very well.
Yeah.
We froze. Yeah, it
Yeah.
freezes. We might eat the whole thing. But
Yeah.
Right,
We'll
exactly. Challenge accepted. Let's roll.
Yeah. What else am I doing for my birthday?
What
Nothing.
else is Sarah?
What are you doing for me? That's what I want to know.
Well, I bought the cake.
Oh, and he did buy me a birthday present.
I did buy some.
This is
did you get her
you'll
some crystals?
appreciate this.
Nothing
No, this
like-
is the most Josh thing ever. So
Oh.
he bought me these, which is Antipodes water from New Zealand. It's my favorite sparkling
side.
water.
Yes.
This side. Okay. And you can only get it in New Zealand, and so
Well, you can get it other places, but
it's very hard to find. So
Josh, just
in
go
true
with-
Josh
yes, you can
fashion,
only get it
this
from
is
New
my
Zealand.
present.
it was
Like
really
you slaved over this
He
gift.
he gave me water for my birthday.
Sarah,
He wants you to stay hydrated.
I do, yeah.
It's
Gotta keep
fine.
my skin looking fresh.
Yeah.
The
New Zealand water.
Isn't that the most Josh thing ever? Like he got me fancy water for
Yes.
I'm a water sommelier. Ask me anything about water. No, but Sarah gets herself whatever she wants, so I pay her. She buys like a million crystals. So what else can I get her?
Rude. Those are important.
I literally have some crystals right here. my beautiful
Which
rose
one is that?
quartz.
Is that rose quartz?
This is rose quartz, and then I've got a unicorn stone that's got rose quartz,
Josh's
amethyst,
face.
something.
Every time you talk about crystals, I just look at Josh because he's always throwing shade.
No,
You're not-
I'm a fan. I drink Sarah's. We talked about her water bottle. I've been stealing sips out of that thing. I think
So
I
maybe
might,
for your birthday we need to get you one.
Yeah, except
maybe.
he would never deign.
I think I grew an inch from drinking that out of that bottle.
What inch are we talking about?
Right. And we're kicking things off inappropriately.
And text from Josh's mom coming in 3, 2, 1.
Right, is Linda on call?
I do want to make a comment that some girl, like every time we do one of these lives, I notice I don't know if it's the same girl, but it's happened twice. She says that she thinks I'm high. And I will go on record by saying I don't smoke weed.
This is why we don't have the comments on.
Yeah, the comments would
The shenanigans are not happening today.
But anyway, whoever that girl is, you can be.
You know it was the same person both times.
You can be goofy
without
without
weed.
weed.
Attention.
Hugs, not drugs.
I'm just goofy naturally. It's a natural goof.
Okay, I'm so happy that you got this off your chest. I didn't realize that this was kind of festering inside of you.
Holding on to it.
It's just been bothering me.
Well, I remember, I think it was maybe the morning or whatever after our live. Josh was like, "Some girl said I looked high as fuck."
Yes.
And he was. I was like, okay, whatever. And apparently, it's stayed with him.
It stayed with me.
But he's a Scorpio, so he doesn't forget these
I don't
things.
forget.
Yeah.
No.
I'm hard on myself.
And on everyone
and
else.
On Sarah.
And on me and on Steph.
And on the trash valet.
And on the trash valet.
Definitely the trash valet, that poor guy.
What? Oh, the Flyers just scored. Sorry.
Suck it.
You've got the game on.
Rude. I don't have the game on here because I forgot.
That's the Capitals.
No, the Capitals are the hottest team. The hottest team in the whole league. The Flyers,
really are.
We
Sorry,
do have
Josh,
two, maybe 3 hotties on the Flyers. My new obsession is Nolan Patrick. Yeah, he's hot. He's young, but
we'll
he's
have to
hot.
send me those pictures.
He was out last season because he had migraines, which intrigues me.
Is very hot.
I don't know. You never hear guys talking about
right.
headaches, and I just
was talking about one earlier today, and you didn't say anything about it.
You had a headache. You had a headache.
Yeah, I was.
When?
Or no, maybe
How dare you, Sarah?
That was yesterday. That was yesterday. No, I had a headache yesterday.
Well, I'm sorry.
Maybe you should have drank some of the New Zealand water, and it'll probably help your headache. You're probably dehydrated.
I've been trying not to drink the water because it's Sarah.
I'm literally.
But you made.
It's I bought the gift for myself then. So
Could you cut that with some vodka, Sarah? Put a little vodka in the.
I would. I'm still doing my mostly clean drink no drinking thing.
She said something to the effect of, "I don't like alcohol," about 10 minutes ago. So
I don't
like liquor or
No, I don't know. I just I don't like the way I feel the morning after. Even with one drink, I'm all groggy and tired and blah. But I mean, I still like alcohol.
You drink one glass and.
I know. I just okay, one glass. This is what he's got behind the camera. Whole thing. I can't.
I was gonna drink white wine, and Sarah said it wasn't the right look for me.
Well, ironically, Josh, somebody had asked, and I meant
drink white wine.
I meant to say something to you because somebody had asked in the question box, "What is Josh going to be drinking during the live?" So
I didn't put a lot of thought into it.
I just feel like you've established your brand as a whiskey guy, and then switching it up.
I'll drink anything. Basically,
you just literally poured yourself a beer and spat it out because it wasn't good enough.
No, the beer, I didn't. This beer wasn't my favorite beer. It was a little too sweet. But anyway, so I switched to Scotch, and now I'm happy with it. But,
yeah, I haven't drank any Scotch.
If you want white wine, go get white wine.
No, just sometimes you feel like.
All right, go have a glass of white wine.
Now I want some pot. No, I'm just.
Great.
Go get your edibles.
Now I'm just gonna take that sound bite.
Totally. Not happening.
I want that as my ringtone. Okay, so
is that a straw?
Questions, huh?
Wait, are you drinking from a straw?
Yeah.
You're my hero.
Is it metal? Is that metal?
Yeah, it's aluminum.
Oh, that's cool.
No plastics.
No,
and phthalates or whatever.
No plastics around.
No. Well, it's a little silicone tip so that like it's not cold because I mean it's like frozen vodka, which I never thought could happen. But
Wait, a lot has happened since we last met, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, what happened?
Sarah's hit number 1.
Oh yeah. I single-handedly put her there with all the copies I bought.
Yeah, no, it was all you. It was all you.
Like I had random copies showing up. I was like, oh, I don't remember buying this. Okay.
Shoppers, buyer's remorse.
No. No, that's the book I wanted. It was everything.
I feel bad that you're not having the drink you want. Go get white wine.
Am I right that you have you've like doubled your Instagram followers since like a month or 2 ago?
Yeah, dude, I don't know where they're coming from, thanks. But like
That's
I
awesome.
don't know where they came from.
Cheers to that.
Thanks.
Half of them are me. I just have like
right, of course, like all of your
he created 15,000 accounts just to follow you.
I know every time that I do like a thank you post, I'm just like, thanks for hanging out. I'm sure you guys are going to be leaving soon. Like, straight shenanigans out here. So it's fine. It's fine. And today was the release day of the Crescent City paperback in the US, because I did see that there were some UK people that were like, I've had the paperback since last year.
I know. You know what? Here, you know what? I got it right here. Look at this giant
big,
book. This is a brick. But the UK has like a beautiful different cover now, where they just kind of like made a white background with like the crescent moon and the thing.
Yeah, that's the one that I ordered.
I couldn't find it today. It got swallowed up by my house. So the US paperback and the UK paperback and available.
And behind my big head is.
Oh, behind you. Oh, I was like, why is Josh leaving?
My head's big. Yeah. I don't know why you put it behind me. My head's huge.
I set it up there for all of my events. And
because your virtual events that you were doing.
Yeah, my virtual.
Well, the Waterstones edition of the paperback has the sprayed edges, right? Because I mean, I hope so, because that's the one that I ordered.
Somebody.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's Waterstones. I'm pretty sure it's Waterstones.
Someone text me and tell me.
That's cool if it does.
Yeah, no, it is. I mean, it's the white cover, like Sarah was saying, and then it's the red sprayed edges. And I don't know.
Is Ernie singing?
Yes, he was right next to the. Because I moved my streaming place because he likes to be like on top of me at all times. So apparently being right next to me was not close enough. So he was whining because he wanted me to pick him up.
Oh.
Wait,
no.
Wait, did we discuss this already, or am I high?
Right. Yeah.
Wait, did you
no, we talked about this last time too.
No, wait, did you change your bed? What are you sitting in front? You weren't sitting in front of the last time.
No, this is one of the beautiful bookshelves that I have.
You added those, or?
No, so I put the wallpaper like on the background here.
You had the shelves before.
Yeah, I had the shelves, but like they used to just be all like the dark wood, and then I put the
wallpaper. Yeah, the wallpaper's popping.
Yeah. Thanks, Josh.
Oh.
So proud of you with your wed lingo.
Popping.
Anywho, so let me ask Sarah some book questions, or else I'm going to be burned at the stake. Because I mean, a lot of these questions are questions that I have as well.
Okay. All right.
So,
all right.
Speaking of Crescent City, I'll cover the Crescent City questions because there weren't as many.
Okay.
Can you share any tentative release or promo info about Crescent City 2? Because a lot of people are confused with, I guess, dates that are floating around like on Goodreads and stuff. So
yeah, until you hear it from me,
your lips.
Assume that no dates that you see are actually happening. So Crescent City 2 probably won't be out until like about a year from now. Hopefully like sooner than a year from now. But there's like the emu from the Limu emus on TV, and Annie's getting very nervous.
I was like, you have an emu in your house?
Annie's getting heated. Oh my God.
I was really concerned for a minute. Okay.
I was too. But yeah, so Crescent City 2 will be out hopefully a year from now. I literally just got my second round of edits this morning. So I will be working on them, and there will be like 200% more Therian in Crescent City 2.
That's a guarantee.
That's a guarantee.
A guarantee.
Or your money back.
No money. Take back.
Don't quote me on that one.
I'm very excited about the Therian content. Let's just be real. That's really the only thing I ever care about whenever we're talking about Crescent City. Do you have a title, and will that be announced soon? Like,
I mean, I do. I am.
Have you always known what the title is, or like, does it come to you, or like?
Yeah, no, I know what the title is. Oh, there's a fight. Sorry.
It's okay.
House of headaches and liquor.
Yes.
House of what and liquor?
Headaches.
Oh, headaches.
Wasn't fun. Not funny.
That was a swing and a miss.
But
yeah, title will be I don't know. I'm assuming I'm not allowed to say what the title is, so I won't
wasn't
say
expecting you to. I was just curious.
Yes,
No,
and
I mean, yes,
cover stuff. The artist is working on the cover. I haven't seen a first draft yet, but we sent like ideas over that I'm very excited.
It's the same one from the first.
Carlos. So I know what color it's gonna be, but I can't. I think I will like literally be murdered by the Bloomsbury team if I tell you.
It's fine.
Maybe we should move on.
Are you saying that because you want to talk about yourself a little bit?
Yeah,
Here, let's pull up one. Let's pull up one of the Josh. No, I want to pull up one of the Steph or Josh.
No, Josh. There are a lot of Josh.
He said he didn't even want to be here tonight.
No, it's not that I don't want to be here. I was feeling shy today.
What? This is a man who I have never once associated with the word shy.
I was feeling shy. Yeah, I was.
Why?
I don't know.
Ernie, come here.
Oh.
Stop calling.
Do you want white wine?
Mm-mm.
Oh.
He's mad about it.
No.
Okay, well, here, I do have a question for you. This is for both of us, but you can answer it first.
Right,
what were your first impressions of one another when you first met? What'd you think about me? You stop it!
I'm getting blindsided here.
So you don't remember? You don't recall?
No,
I remember.
I do. I thought I saw this. Sarah was like super blonde and gorgeous, and I thought
I was gorgeous.
Yeah, I don't know what. And I was just like damn. And then I was like, and then Sarah and I we flirted for weeks, right? Like I would come home from I think we told this story before. I'd come home late.
From the where? Hold on, Josh, I can't hear you. I don't know if like you need to undo your and then put it back in.
Maybe nobody wants to hear this.
No, or you're just like very timid about talking about your feelings, and you're.
Can you hear me?
I can hear Sarah. I can hear Sarah the whole time.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello?
Hi.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you through Sarah, but that's fine. Just
You can't hear
continue.
me now. Here, maybe we should put them both back in.
Give us.
It's okay.
Now we can hear you.
I mean, if you want to talk without, maybe.
Why? Has it been a problem the whole time?
No.
Oh.
No, it's just like you got louder all of a sudden, and it wasn't that we couldn't hear you before. I could hear you guys fine. It was just.
Can you hear me now?
Yes. Just like the last sentence you said got really soft. So I don't know what happened.
He was just whispering.
No.
I don't remember.
So reverent.
Yes.
You were talking about you were flirting. You guys were flirting, or Sarah was flirting with you.
I'd come home from the library late at night in school, college, Hamilton College, and
did you guys meet at the library?
Sarah would peek. No, she knew when I'd come. She was kind of she was a little stalkerish.
Believe it or not, like never once went to the library in college. I didn't.
Sarah's too smart for that. I'm an idiot. I needed to go to the library to make myself feel smarter.
I'll tell the story.
Yeah, Sarah's a better
Sarah, now I can't hear you.
All right, here.
Yeah, put the headphones away, and if it's a problem, I'll let you know. If it's a problem, I'll let you know.
No, I like having them.
Can you hear it? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. We'll give your head. Why don't you put the headphones on the charger? Maybe that's what's happening.
Why don't we use your headphones?
No, you stopped. So you stopped Josh, and you knew when he was coming to the library.
I didn't stop him. Okay. We met because he was the RA, the boys RA in my freshman year dorm. There's a boys RA and a girls RA, and he was the boys RA. And apparently he saw me get out of the car. I don't like how you're watching the hockey game.
No, I wasn't watching.
He's like, I was there, Sarah. It's fine.
I was looking away because I'm embarrassed.
I'm turning off this hockey game. Okay. So Josh saw me get out of the car on freshman move-in day with my parents and all my friends. Who's the creeper now? What? Yeah. That's and that's the point, according to him, when he was like, "Ooh, she's hot," and he said that to his like co-RA apparently, and she said to you like, "Hands off." And so, but I didn't see him because I was too busy being embarrassed by my parents being there,
which is standard.
Which is so. At that point, I didn't see him until our like hall meeting that night, and I was sitting next to my roommate, and all of a sudden, like this walks in, and I just like grabbed my roommate's leg.
Wait, didn't you have longer hair too, Josh?
I looked weird. I looked at college photos, and I looked weird. I
don't like the sound of this.
Oh, no, I hear nothing.
That we're on she doesn't know we're on.
His mom doesn't know.
Oh, it's your mom. Oh.
So I text her. I'm gonna text her and say we're on a thing.
Wait, you want to try the earphones again?
Yeah, we're.
And now she's gonna be like, all right, now I'm gonna tune in.
Well, now that Josh ignored her call, she's gonna call the police. Yeah. Okay, can you hear me? Yes. Okay.
Can you connect two headphones to one phone?
Yeah, I mean, because in the past that's how you guys did it, and it wasn't a problem.
No, but I mean, no.
All right. I'll get back to
forget
the story.
Forget it.
The story of us is I thought you were cute, you thought I was cute, and I wanted to enjoy the first few months of my freshman year, so we just flirted for a while, and then we couldn't stand the tension anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say we couldn't stand each other.
No, that's now.
I know.
No.
And we went on our first date in October of my freshman year, and we saw the worst animated film of all time, Shark Tale.
Shark Tale.
It's like all that was playing.
Is that Will Smith?
Yes, that's the one that had like the car wash song, right? Like
yeah, you're right. That's the only thing I remember from that movie.
Yeah, same.
I remember, and I think it was like the only thing that was playing in the local theater. And I remember being so nervous. That was my first like date ever, like in my whole life. And I was so nervous when we drove there. He had his like fancy little sports car. I thought he was a lot cooler than he actually is. And that's it. That's the story.
Yeah, that's it.
I'll spare you the graphic details.
Thanks.
The play-by-play.
That was a good story.
I don't think so.
But that's really cute though. So then you guys dated, like you guys were steady the whole time, and then you got engaged and married, right?
Yeah.
Or did you?
We were
That's
together
cute.
all throughout college, and then after college, he was 2 years ahead of me, so he had already moved out to LA. So I moved out to LA with him, and then like I graduated 2008, and 2010 we got married. I was like a baby.
Baby.
Like,
The whole time.
I was 24 years old when we got married. Like, what?
And we just
I
found,
don't
we
feel like
just
that's
found her
too
wedding
young.
dress, by the way.
Oh yeah,
It's been it's
if anyone watching needs a wedding dress that's like, 10 plus years old. Like, I'm serious. Like,
yeah, we're trying to. We've been for about 8 years. We've been trying to figure out what to do with Sarah.
Since the morning after the wedding, my dress has been
It's been in a ball.
in a trash bag, but it's a beautiful designer.
You're like, but take it. Anybody who wants
Someone wants it.
No, it's a nice dress. Sarah looked gorgeous.
Yeah, it was a
You
beautiful
did.
Yeah,
I saw
but,
pictures.
like,
I wasn't there.
I looked up how to donate it, but apparently you they have like an expiration date on wedding gowns, and they don't want shit that's as old as mine.
Really?
Yeah. So if there's a bride,
When you donate it, it's donated.
they literally make
They
you
won't
fill out
take
a
it.
form that's like the designer, the year you bought it, you have to like show the receipt. Like, I don't have that stuff.
Well, you know what, Sarah? They have like these people who not repurpose, but like they'll take your gown and like make like a memento of some sort. So like they'll like cut like a swatch out of it, and you can make like a pillow or I don't know, like something.
I am not like
But-
I am not a sentimental person like that. Like, I'm only carrying it in this trash bag from house to house.
We didn't know what to do.
I feel bad that my parents spent so much money on it for like me to wear for like 3 hours on one day.
Can you wear it for like Halloween? Like,
That would be cool,
corpse
actually.
bride.
Like, will I, like, after having a baby, will I fit into that?
Have faith.
I would rather,
Make it work.
Josh's
It's fine.
mom just texted.
She
just
found
her
hers.
wedding dress too. So if anyone wants Linda's
Cute.
wedding gown,
Hers is
two
slightly
for the price of
hers
one.
is slightly older.
Yeah,
Isn't it?
hers is a little older. Hers is vintage now. It's
Right? Hey.
Yeah.
That somebody may like that.
Yeah.
As not a wedding gown, but
Yeah, but I'm serious. Like, I if someone needs a gown and you know.
Get in touch.
Like, where, like, how
worker? I don't know.
Get in
Like,
touch.
get in
just
touch
wear
with my
it to
agent.
work.
No, not Sarah's agent. Don't get.
Just like send a carrier pigeon. Make it flyer. Your mom says her dress is 70s style. Okay.
Well, that's back, isn't it? I don't know.
70s style.
I thought we were in the 90s. Like, again.
I don't know. I'm just in loungewear, so I don't.
Yeah.
Me too.
Right? Who knows anymore? People are like talking about jeans and stuff. I'm like, I can't tell you the last
I
time I've got
don't
jeans.
even know what a jean is.
Denim.
What is a jean?
that?
What is a jean?
Denim?
Denim. Okay. So now I'm gonna ask you a couple of Akasif questions.
Okay. And for anyone watching who like somehow missed this announcement, I will be discussing spoilers. So if you don't want to
spoiler
watch,
alert.
like
Log
now's
off.
the time to tune out. But we'll be saving this onto Steph's Instagram,
So you can watch it later.
Can watch it later when you don't mind.
Yep.
Oh, what if? Oh, how about this? Mute it, and then we'll do some sort of hand signal, and you can come back. No.
No.
Okay.
Just
Don't.
come back.
I don't know how long this could go
I
on
know.
for an hour.
I'll hand signal. I'll do this.
You can't do that signal anymore. Isn't
Oh.
that like some like proud
It's bad.
type thing? Isn't that like a bad
All
thing?
right. Don't do that one. Let's do.
Don't do ew.
Well, I don't know.
Turn away, Linda. No.
What's wrong with you guys, people?
Who does that? Who does
I was trying to think of something. That's how I think.
As he like chugs his scotch.
I'm trying to think.
Maybe you should have
And
had
this
the
is
white
Josh's
wine.
last one. He's
Yeah.
never
All
coming
right,
back.
forget the hand gestures. I'm trying to look out for people, but no, I'm sorry.
It's fine. They'll be
All
all
right.
right.
All right.
Okay, so the top two questions for Akasif that people had were, if you know who the next book is about, and is it a full-length book or a novella? Can you say?
I feel like you and I, Steph, have discussed novella options.
No, we never talk about books.
Right now, you know, if I were to start working on the next project, I know it would be a full-length novel, but I do, thanks to discussions with Steph, have an idea for a novella that I would like to write. But it kind of boils down to the time. The novella idea that I do have would fall like right between this book and the next one.
Would we get the mating ceremony in it? Do you think? Because everybody wants that. I mean, by everybody, I mean me, especially wants it.
It's like every time I go to write these things.
Could it be a
Sorry,
bonus?
Josh's mom just said, "I'm not listening tonight. I'm tired. Don't be fresh."
Were we fresh? I don't even remember being fresh.
Try not to be fresh. And now I literally just lost my train of thought.
Something about mating ceremony.
Oh, the mating ceremony. Okay, so every time I go to write these scenes, I just feel so cheesy. And I'm the queen of cheese. Like, I love cheesy stuff, but I just feel so, like, silly to me that I always think that you guys will just, like, roll your eyes. So
no, we will not roll our eyes.
I think you would. Like,
no.
Just, like, everyone's
Let me
happy.
tell you. Okay,
like, everyone's happy, and it just feels
Let
weird.
me tell you why people want it. It's because in Akasif, at the end, obviously, when it gets brought up, obviously it's in conversation, like it gets brought up, not that they're planning it per se, but like it gets brought up about how it's going to be this big elaborate thing. And so now everybody wants it because
it's going to be like a big elaborate thing for like the 8 of them.
Exactly, but it doesn't matter. Like somebody in one of their questions had said, do you think that the Valkyries would be bridesmaids? See, like these are questions that people, because everybody loves your characters, they want to know. Like, is Azriel going to be the flower girl? Like, what's going to happen at this mating ceremony? Like,
okay, I mean,
this is your fault if no one else's. So
yeah, I mean, like I actually like know how the ritual happens. Like I know, like, because I've written these scenes. Like I wrote Feyre and Reese's. Like I think I like even like might have written like yeah, it got cut from the
what was that?
Don't tell. Oh, was Ernie growling because he's mad too? Listen,
yeah. Ernie's like, give us some more info.
Right, he's like, I want that mating ceremony. God damn it!
It was just like they weren't necessary scenes to the books, and
they're necessary to us. They're necessary to the fandom.
All right. I will
take it under
that,
consideration.
Yeah, into consideration.
Is that under?
Josh is being the best manager right now.
Take it into consideration.
That is not the novella that I had thought about writing, but
we'll think about it.
A fun bonus scene.
Thank you, Josh.
We'll think about it.
I'll send it through your manager next time. I'll send the request through your Fine. I mean, listen, I obviously ask a lot of you, Sarah. Like, just me personally, not the fandom. I personally ask a lot. So if that's something I have to sacrifice for other things that I've asked for, then I'm willing to allow it.
So. You have a lot of like expectations of things you need to see. Apparently, I've enjoyed seeing the list.
And I'll tell everybody one of the things that I've asked for. One of the things that I asked for was for a Pegasus to be present at all times, like in all of the future books now. Like, you've already presented the Pegasus. I now need all of the Pegasi. Peggy. All the Peggies.
Have you seen that?
Obviously not.
Have you seen that Key and Peele sketch?
No. Which one? Okay.
It's about the
I've seen.
It's about a Pegasus. It's pretty funny.
Okay, I'll look it up after this. Okay, well, fine. So, but you also didn't tell us. But you also didn't tell us who, or can you tell us who you're intended?
Like that's one of those things that, like.
I mean, I will say I personally think I got a good idea reading.
I heard some crinkling.
Oh, it's this. I'm trying to give Brady a treat so he'll shut the fuck up.
Okay, so I know who it's about.
And I think that a lot of the fandom knows who it's about, but I think that right now it's
I thought it was pretty obvious. Like,
well, I think that it's because the fandom know that it has to be one of two people, and I think that they just can't decide which one they think it, like, they don't know if it's going to be a female or a male. I'm throwing treats at Ernie. I'm throwing them out of the door. Just get out of here.
Okay, let's just say I know who it's going to be about.
Can you say if it's a female or a male?
No, I feel like Bloomsbury's like so. Like, I think they want to like.
Yeah.
They'll probably want to make a thing. If you guys are excited about it, I'm sure they'll be like,
they're
bother them.
All over it.
Yeah, but I haven't even started writing this book, though, that's coming out soon, and I'm very excited about it. There will be a Pegasus in this one.
More importantly.
Yeah, I can guarantee from this point on there will always be a Pegasus in my books.
You don't even know. Like, listen, it was like literally like what, 2 or 3 paragraphs on one page of just talking about Helian's entrance and him riding in on a Pegasus and all of his previous like requests. Like, he wanted it to be like a golden chariot pulled by, like, I don't know, but it was just like the most flamboyant, ridiculous, cheesy, but it was so funny. Like, I could not stop
giggling. I can't
giggling.
even remember, like, what did he want? Like, he like had like a whole, like, he wanted to make a grand entrance, and then
yes, like he wanted like a parade. Like, he wanted like confetti and like flower petals. I mean, I'm just making shit up, but like he was like so so full of himself, but like in a funny way, like endearing way. But no, I loved that. So I am like, as soon as I read that, I was like, we must have Pegasus.
You're all
in. And everything.
It seemed like I did not plan it until that moment when I was writing.
That's amazing.
I needed him to show up. Like, I needed him to show up in some way.
Well, he showed up.
And I was like, what's the coolest way he could come? And I was like, Helian would start, like, you know, at the like tippity top, and then he would wind up settling
yes,
for Pegasus.
But
then I thought it was like super hot, like, I don't like, kind of like Greek mythology style, like, you know, like, what was it, Perseus and Hercules from the Disney cartoon riding around. I don't particularly find Hercules from the cartoon that hot, weirdly enough.
I don't either, but
thank you for pointing out to me the, like, I won't say I'm in love comparisons. I've listened to that song like 30 times since you brought it up to me. It's so fitting for Nesta. And now
it is. And it's like that whole scene too, where like she's like cozying up to the statue and stuff, and she's like, "No, I won't." But you're like, "Girl, you was so dickmatized. Like, you better shut up."
Dick.
I mean,
new word for you.
Nesta was definitely
you never heard
dickmatized
that. Did
in
you
this
hear
book,
that?
so
I've never heard that.
That's a new word for you?
Dicknosis.
Oh, good.
Like,
I think honestly, as a reader, that a lot of us were dickmatized in this book.
I mean,
I'm glad that Linda's not listening.
I
yeah, my mom signed off.
Yeah, okay, Linda's off. We don't have to worry about.
I can say dickmatized.
I can say dickmatized. Dicknosis. I warned you guys that it would be. I mean, like, was it more sexy than you were expecting, or was it like the appropriate level? Like,
it was perfect. It just would have been better if there was a threesome.
So it wasn't perfect, man.
The threesome.
No, I mean it was, but you know what though? It was, the threesome was alluded to. I mean, like, it was discussed. Mm-hmm. It like on the page. I mean, it wasn't like a physical thing that happened, but it was like enough of a tease that you're like, oh, I would totally be okay with that.
Yeah,
okay.
Maybe like in 10 years, I'll do like the 10-year edition that includes the threesome
on the cutting room floor.
The uncut version.
Yeah.
Yes.
Uncensored version, and I will just, like, the thing is like it would have added all these emotional threads that like still like I would have had to pull those through. Like it couldn't have just been like a like bam thing. Like like there would have like not that there would have been bad consequences. It just like
no, I know that it's just. I mean, we're already dealing with enough. Like we're already dealing with everything that's happening.
They already had enough on their plate.
Yeah. You don't need to worry about consequences and things.
Just, like, wasn't the story that I wanted to tell. And again, like my father reads these books, and
so the blowjob scene in the dining room.
I spoke to my mom the other day, and my mom's like, "Oh, Sarah, your father's reading your book. I can't wait to read it when he's done." And I was like, "You have to take that fucking book out of his hands and throw it in the street, Mom." And she's like, "Oh, Sarah, he reads all your books." I was like, "He hasn't read one to this level." I was like, "Mom,
this is next
I don't
level.
care if you read it, like whatever. Like it's a little weird for me, whatever." I was like, "But Dad can't read it. Take it away from him." And she wouldn't. She was just like, "Oh no, he wants to read it." And I was like, I should.
I don't know what this voice is exactly.
That's my mother's voice.
I've never heard it before.
How would you impersonate my mom?
That's your voice when you're reading to Taryn.
Oh,
That's like the Miss Nelson voice.
Miss Nelson is listening voice. How would you impersonate my mother?
I can't. I don't think.
How would you do your mother?
I can't.
she's not listening, so there's no consequences.
No, I won't do it.
Josh, don't be Chris.
Don't be.
Leave this little alone.
That was close.
That sounds like Howard's mother on Big Bang Theory.
Ernie.
I don't know if you ever watched that show. Howard!
And you never watched Big Bang Theory?
Oh, just look up Howard's mom.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, you've met one.
I use a lot of the gifs or gifs from the show, but I've never seen it.
Has the GIF debate not been settled yet? Like,
I don't. I mean, I think it has, but I still.
It probably should be just GIF, but.
You don't even know what a meme is.
Why? What are you talking?
Tell me what a meme is.
It's all the shit that I send Sarah all the time.
It's a picture with like
Those
something underneath of it.
What's underneath? What?
Something silly that might not necessarily have something to do with the picture. However, it is representative of. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking. No, I know what I know what it is. I'm just trying to sound smarter than I am.
You're very smart. I don't like these sad comments.
Okay, let me ask a couple more of these questions, and then we'll get to a Josh Sarah question, because one of them is about Taryn, and of course I want this answer because I don't know it. One of the theories that's going around the fandom is about the red star that Reese saw. Was that Aelin falling through?
Yeah, it was. So,
Get out of here.
Funny enough, that was a scene in an actual scene in this book in like real time where Reese and Feyre were like, off for a romantic evening, and it was from Reese's point of view, and you literally saw like through his eyes and his first person narrative like what he sees, and like he literally sees Aelin like falling, like he sees a girl like falling.
Oh, so he sees. So it's not like a star. It's like the body.
And so Reese is like pretty like weirded out by it, and like then goes back and just like tells people like, oh, it was like a red star. Like, he's like this is like this obviously
random woman
book, but it's like really kind of fucked with his head to like see a person going flying by. It was a really nice moment because like in like as she's like quickly like shooting across their sky and falling through their world, like he senses that she's like in trouble, and like he like, reaches out like basically like a magical hand to like help her and like slow her down
like a parachute.
Yeah, like Reese's her parachute basically. And
that's really sweet.
Yeah, and it's just like a moment where like you kind of saw that like deep down like Reese's like he just instinctively sensed that this was someone in trouble and like tried to help in whatever way he could, and then she was gone, and then he was kind of like shook.
There you go.
There's the internet lingo.
So proud
but
of you.
So that was a scene in the book, but it was, I cut it because it just was, you had 500 whatever pages of Nesta, and all of a sudden it was a random switch to Reese for like 3 pages, which just was narratively weird.
I don't know when you're gonna get it that like we as your readers want everything. So like even when you're like,
so Sarah can write like the most ridiculous book that's all over the place.
Yeah, like you literally, you could like pull different.
My editor. It was too short of a scene to like be a bonus scene and like a special edition. Like I would have needed to like expand it and whatever. But yes, that was Aelin as she was falling through worlds. She made a little cameo.
That's really cool. I mean, I didn't even pick that up until I was reading the questions that came in and somebody had mentioned it, and I was like, let me go back and read. Clearly, I'm only, again, dickmatized. I'm only concerned about Nesta and is she getting some in this book. Like, I'm not concerned about anything.
I feel like you need to do, like, the first pass through this book where, like, you're like, okay, let's read all the sex. Like, let's get to all those, like, scenes. And then, like, when you've, like, gotten that out of your system, you can go back to page 1 and, like, read
everything between.
I know, because there was a really good plot there. But we were all like, I mean, because again, I've mentioned in a previous one, like we had blue balls for like the last 3 books with Cassian and Nesta.
Is that why the books take me so long to read? Because I read for the plot and the women read,
you're
men
not
and women read for the sex.
That's the only thing that, like, when I'm reading a book compels me to, like, read quickly. Is I'm like, okay, like, they've gotten the first kiss out of the way, like, at 25%, like, they're gonna do, like, the third base thing, and then, like, by, like, halfway through, they'll have the sex.
I'm reading the book all wrong.
Yeah, you have.
Yes, Josh, obviously.
He's, like, analyzing character motivation.
Well, you know what? Speaking of Josh, there was a question for you where someone had asked if you've read any of Sarah's steamy scenes, any of her sex scenes that she's written.
Yeah.
I know that you guys were talking about Darian's merman penis last time, but
I haven't read Silver Flames yet.
I haven't wanted him to.
Well, no, that's part of it, but
just
no,
give him the dignitized scenes and maybe,
I'm rereading. I just finished Agatar like 2 days ago. I'm rereading
the first one.
Yeah.
He's doing a full reread.
Full reread. Yeah, I feel
that's the way to do it.
I don't remember my dad brain. Almost 3 years of baby. I can't remember what happened yesterday. So I'm rereading the books and then I'll get to.
Is it weird for you to read sex scenes that I've written?
No, I'm just like. It sounds familiar.
I saw where it was going. I tried to get away from it. It worked. I was like, oh, okay. I'm like, we are public right now. Okay. So enough about the sex, I guess. Ernie, chill. Nyx. Am I saying it right? Nyx?
Yeah, Nyx, yeah.
How did you come up with the name? Or is there a meaning?
I mean, like, Nyx is like a night goddess, like in our mythology. It just like felt like a nice little name. Like I thought about like some like long, like, majestic sounding name, and then like Feyre and Reese, like even though they're these like fancy rulers, like at home they're like pretty like chill, like down to earth people. And I don't know, Nyx just like stayed with me through the years. Like I knew before this book that that's what the baby would be called, and I don't know. It just sounded.
Do you have names for other babies? Like not necessarily theirs, just like other baby characters in books that you write.
I mean, I know the genders of future children that will be coming along in this series.
Mine and Helian's baby.
Yes, you will be having a beautiful girl. Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm so happy. I'm glowing. Well, and then one other popular question that came up, and it's also, again, a question that I love, was about the House of Wind and how like the House of Wind has now been like a breakaway character for everybody. Like everybody loves the house. And so like how much fun did you have writing that, or like did things come together, or did you already know, like, I mean, I know that your brain is like so beautiful. Like, I mean, you come up with so many wonderful things, but like how organic was that, I guess?
That was, trying to remember. I think the house kind of came alive for me as I wrote it, almost in the same way that it came alive for Nesta. Like before this book began, like I knew the house was magical and stuff, but like I didn't realize like it could become like sentient the way it is in this book. But then I think when I was writing those first few scenes where Nesta's up at the house, I was like, Jesus, like she is very alone up there, and like there's this house that in the past has magically brought people food and stuff, and like what if like the house like literally like had an intervention with her and refused to give her wine to let her into the wine cellar, and like wouldn't that be funny? Like and like I think that was maybe the initial moment where I was like I think I probably thought like, oh, like Reese put like an alcohol ban on the house, but then
that's what I thought like, reading it.
Yeah, and then I was like, what if like the house like decided like no, like we're cutting you off, Nesta, and then from there it just like, you know, every scene like the house just kind of like came out like more and more, and then it kind of culminated in that scene where it shows like it's like, you know, sad dark heart to Nesta, and I was like,
gosh,
sobbing
that scene, yeah.
I wrote that scene, and yeah, I think I've always wanted to live in a magical house that like does the dishes for me, but
that is our house.
John's like, I am the house.
I imagine. I cook and I do the dishes.
But do you bring smutty books and chocolate cake and mini Pegasus and bubbles to her? I don't think you do.
No, the house does all those things.
He's like, what?
I do some of that.
You better take some fucking notes when you read it, John. You better up your game.
The chocolate cake and the bubbles.
Yeah.
Yes. Bubbles, and knows when to draw her a bath. And then I also, like, one of my favorite moments with the house is when, like, I think Nesta's about to, like, masturbate to the thought of Cassie.
Oh, yeah.
Like, go away. Yeah. Go away. Turn away. Don't look.
Like, you don't need to see this. That reminds me of, like, the scene, like, the earmuff scene. I don't remember what movie that was from, but
Old School.
Old School, yes. Like, yeah. No, just turn away.
I had to think about those things because it's like, you know, like you have this sentient house that senses her every need and her, like, you know, like what
it's
she
like,
wants chocolate cake. And then
what do I do with
like,
this?
She's like going down on Cassie in the middle of the night. Like the house is there. It's
the
like,
house is like, here's some tissues.
Yeah.
Clean yourself up.
I felt like I had to account for that, like, you know, the fact that like the house would be aware of these things happening, and like Nesta, like, you know, having to say like, please.
Well, there was a question too about that where somebody had asked, like, if since Nesta and Cassian now live there, like, does the house side with Nesta, like, whenever they have lovers quarrels? Oh, yeah, I would think so too.
Though I feel like there could be, like, you know, the house definitely was like, you know, when it had its alcohol intervention with her, you know, locked the doors, or like when it refused to bring her food in her room and like made her go, like, you know, eat with Cassie. Like it was kind of like playing like matchmaker in a way. And I feel like the house, like sometimes, like it might, I think it would, in a fight, if Nesta and Cassian were fighting, I think the house would like side with Nesta in the fight. Then like when the house and Nesta were alone, it would be like, come on, like we need to sort this out. Like it would be like a peacemaker.
Get your shit together.
Yeah, yeah. Like it would refuse to, like, you know, run her like hot water or something until she had apologized to Cassian. I don't know. I'm gonna have a lot of fun with this house going forward.
So are we, because we freaking love the house. So. That's all I'm saying. I mean, that whole heart scene was enough to like be like, well, this house better never die, because I love it so
The
much.
house can never ever die. And
Good.
now the house needs to find
I've
someone
seen
to
enough.
love it. And the house needs a mate, like a housemate thing.
Housemate?
Housemate. Needs a housemate.
Okay, one more question actually, because I said mate and that reminded me. Okay. Someone had asked, with the mating bond, is it ever possible, I know that like you've talked about like you can reject it obviously, but like is it ever possible to have more than like a poly relationship, like where like there's a mutual, or is it just a monogamous thing?
I feel like I'm walking into a trap without knowing I'm walking into a trap.
No, I'm genuinely, well, probably actually.
I feel any answer I give will be analyzed and.
How about, let's say this, like, do you think that in the past that there might have been polyamorous relationships, maybe not even necessarily mated bonding, like just like everybody's.
I mean, like, if that's how someone loves in this world, like in our world, then that's like, what how they express their love, and that's like, of course, like that would be in this world. I'm
still holding out for Azriel and Lucian, so I mean, like,
I will confirm and deny this answer.
Nice.
Thank you.
That's going to be the title of the video. Confirm and deny. So here's a question for all of us: what are you guys watching? Like what, like Netflixy or what shows are you guys streaming right now?
I want to know what you're watching, because you apparently like don't watch like anything except.
I don't, but you know what's funny is A Discovery of Witches, that so they have a show adaptation, and the second season, for some reason in the US they only released like one episode at a time, but in the UK of course they got all of the episodes at once. So I waited a few weeks and then watched those, and then I was sitting there and I'm like now what do I watch? Like I really want to watch something else. And I was talking to Katie and she was like, I'm watching WandaVision. I'm like, I know, I'm waiting for WandaVision to like all the episodes to be available. Then I ended up like, screwing myself over by watching it because like, this week is a cliffhanger. And so then I ended up going back and doing like a full marathon watch of the MCU movies, but like in chronological order, not like how they released. And it was that was what I was really into watching. And now of course WandaVision, I think this week is the last episode. But last week's episode was like super emotional.
Annie snore.
Oh, is she? She's like, boring.
She's like, this is boring. Shit.
Appeared on the
Annie, I'm talking about people.
It was a loud one.
So needless to say, I've been on a Marvel kick, but like I told you, Sarah, like you guys need to watch WandaVision because.
Who's your favorite like Marvel character?
So Iron Man is my favorite, like forever, just because like he's such an asshole. Like I love him.
Being
like I mean, even growing up, Iron Man was my favorite. So, but I think that as I've been rewatching them, that Tom Holland as Spider-Man is definitely like second favorite, or like almost on like the same level as Iron Man. So.
Wow.
Like, I love him as Spider-Man, and I love watching like just interview videos with him. Like he did, I don't know if you guys saw, like he was on Jimmy Fallon and he had a Zoom like interview with him, and he had like a blazer and like he got up to show his legs and he was wearing no pants.
That's cool.
I love him. So, but anyways, what are you guys watching?
Wait, is he your favorite Spider-Man out of like any of the Spider-Men? Like,
yes. He is. I will say that when they cast him, I was like, ugh, but he really is great. Like especially in Endgame and Infinity War, like those two, like he was perfect casting for that. And I love Zendaya too, so like I love their chemistry in the Spider-Man movies. So yeah, he's my fave.
He's hot.
Isn't he? He's in a new movie, isn't he?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I only want to watch Spider-Man movies. I don't know.
There's a movie called Cherry. I think it just came out. Anyway.
What are we watching?
We
are still watching Curb Your Enthusiasm.
we watched the Salisbury poisonings.
Mm-hmm.
What's that? What is that on Netflix or Hulu? What is that on?
It was on AMC.
Yeah, AMC. I think
it's a BBC show about like a true story about like the like Russian ex-spy that was like poisoned.
Oh,
nerve agent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
pretty like slow burn.
Yeah,
kind of.
Yeah, we did have.
It's good.
Yeah, we watched The Hot Zone. It's like it came out like right before this pandemic.
Yeah, right before. It's like about.
Is it a movie?
Ebola.
Yeah,
it's about Ebola.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was good.
Yeah, we haven't really. Have we watched anything? Oh, I watched Promising Young Woman. We loved that
Movie.
That
movie.
looked really good. That's on my list.
Good movie.
Watch it. After we watched it, I stayed up like until 3 a.m, just like lying awake in bed thinking about.
It stays with you.
It really like.
That was like the last episode of WandaVision, the most recent one. I sent a meme to Sarah of one of like the scenes, like one of the like really heavy moments of that episode, and legit, like I'm not even kidding, like I very seldom like cry, but like that entire episode I like just
We're actually, speaking of WandaVision though, we are our on our queue is For All Mankind season 2. Mm-hmm. But we won't, for your reasoning, we're waiting for a few more episodes so we can.
Well, I think that, like I said, I think this week is the last episode, because then right after WandaVision is done, then Falcon and Winter Soldier, their show starts. So
is that a romance?
I hope so.
I hope so too.
I mean, they go to couples counseling in like the first episode.
Really?
Yes, because like they like hate each other. So the trailer is like them like they're like there's like a mediator, and they're both like facing each other and their thighs are touching, like that's how close they are. And
you know how I like those thighs.
I know how you like those thighs. And Bucky's thighs are so sorry, Josh. Because then after that, in the summer is Loki, and then
no, I'm not flexing. I'm not comfortable. I can't. I'm not in a good position. I'm trying to find
for it to show off your muscles.
I don't have any muscles.
So okay, another question for all of us.
Our favorite.
Yes.
Sarah's. Who's your favorite Marvel character?
Thor.
Of
Thor,
course.
especially like after like
Norse god.
After Ragnarok,
oh my gosh!
Funny. But I think actually my favorite character is Rachel House in Thor Ragnarok. Like she's what's his name? Jeff Goldblum's like assistant.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
And she's like barely.
She's so funny.
First of all, Jeff Goldblum in Ragnarok was like just
love.
I just love.
That's like
I mean, I love
movie's
him
awesome.
In general, but... Did you see those like those shorts that Taika Waititi directed, like where it was like Thor gets a roommate?
No,
I
need to see that.
It's like takes place between, I think, takes place before Thor, or is it after Thor Ragnarok?
I think it's after.
No, I think it's before maybe.
Why isn't Jeff Goldblum?
Is his hair short or long?
I can't. I feel like it's
Goldblum's in it though.
I just remember it's like he's living in Australia. Thor is living in Australia, and he needs to get a roommate, and so he gets like a normal. And none of the Avengers will call him. No one's taking his call.
Wait, is that when he's Fat Thor, or is that no? Fat Thor comes in Infinity War, I think. Or he's.
What do you
go back and rewatch?
I forget what these are called, but they're like 6-minute little things.
Yeah, they were
so fun.
We watched it like months ago, so we're kind of forget, but
yeah.
I mean, no, we don't.
I just watched them.
I'm just saying it's like a little fuzzy.
Yeah, but they brought me joy. But I love the Guardians of the Galaxy. I love the first movie. I just like adore it.
Well, I'm still mad at Quinn, so
Can I tell you something? I have not seen Infinity War.
Okay, so good thing, because I was definitely about to spoil it. So
I haven't watched them.
Okay, so you can't watch WandaVision until you watch those two. Okay. Because it falls in between.
You know, maybe we'll do like what you did. Like maybe we'll watch like
all of them again.
Yeah, maybe we'll go back to like Iron Man. Like,
every movie.
Like, start then.
Well, if you have Disney Plus, they actually will sort the video, like they will sort the movies in that order for you to watch. So like you don't have to like look it up. I figured this out after, of course, but yes, Disney Plus does that for you. So if you want to do, I mean, it took me a few days, but I mean, it was great going back and watching it.
Let me just throw out something to Disney Plus. I would be in an insane asylum if it wasn't for Disney Plus.
I know.
For many reasons, but it does provide some entertainment for Taryn.
I don't think we would have gotten through this pandemic without Disney Plus. I mean, having access to Frozen, Zootopia, now WALL-E. Taryn's obsessed with WALL-E, which makes me happy because I love that movie. But he goes around. He runs around the house saying WALL-E.
Disney Plus is a lifesaver.
Yeah, Disney Plus.
Well, I don't have kids, and I will also agree with you because I watch. Hence, like when I was reading Akasif and I had that whole Hercules moment, I was like, I want to watch it, and I just turned on Disney Plus. I didn't have to look for any DVDs.
I need to watch that. I haven't seen that movie in like.
Did you watch the Mighty Ducks trailer?
No, not yet. Because I've been all Marvel, so
it looks fun.
I'm excited. I love Mighty Ducks growing, obviously hockey, but
yeah, Mighty Ducks.
That's probably where my love of hockey came from. Was from the Mighty Ducks.
Yeah, there.
I had such a crush on Banks. Was that his name? Like the rich little like asshole kid that gets transferred. I thought he was like so. I was like obsessed with him. That was my favorite. Like Charlie was too nice. Like he was he was too nice for me. Banks, I like that kind of elitist, like snobby kid.
The heiress of the Mighty Ducks, Sarah.
I don't remember who I liked.
You were like Goldberg.
The Goldberg.
I will swallow it.
He's Jewish. Yeah, Goldberg's Jewish. Yeah, obviously. Yeah. Yeah. So I probably did like Goldberg.
Anyway. One of the questions that I want to know, and it's for both of you, is about Taryn's name. Like, how did you guys come up with it? Because I feel like, Sarah, when you made a post announcing like his birth, that you had kind of alluded to like that it was a special name for you. But how did you, like, where is that from? Like,
funny, we were standing in this room like 10 feet away. Do you remember? I remember the exact moment. We had just moved into this house. I was pregnant and I was unpacking all of my books and I came across like my childhood copies of Lloyd Alexander's Book of Three, The Black Cauldron. And I think it was you though. We were pulling them out together and you said, "What about Taryn?" Right? Do you remember that moment?
So at that point you guys didn't have a name yet? Like
no,
you were still
I don't quite remember. That might be true. I don't remember. I don't quite remember.
I remember Josh saying like, "Oh, what about Taryn?" Because like he had read those books as a kid too, and I remember being so surprised because it's like I would name like my children and pets like after like mythology things and like dorky things, but he doesn't allow me to do.
No, that's not true.
He doesn't allow me.
I clearly do.
No, and so that's why I was so. That's why I was so shocked when he said, "What about Taryn?"
How many things have we named? We've named a dog and one little boy.
Yeah.
Wait, no, didn't you guys had a farm for like a hot second? Didn't you have a name for the farm too?
No, we never. We had.
I wanted to name it something weird, like fantasy, and we didn't want to do that.
Yeah, we never came up with a name, really.
Yeah, that's probably why we sold the farm.
Yeah,
no name. No. But yeah, so I remember being so surprised that you said Taryn because I thought that would have been a name that you never would have approved.
I like it.
And so we added that to our.
I'm a huge Taryn Edgerton fan as well.
That had no.
Oh, so it worked out. That was a secret agenda.
We bumped into Taryn Edgerton at a thing at a hotel in New York City,
and we rode up the elevator with Taryn. And Taryn,
was that before Taryn?
No, Taryn was. He was like, what was he like? A year older or something, or maybe a little older.
You're like my baby.
He was doing press for that Elton John movie, Rocket Man, and so
I was like dying to be like,
we
it's.
up in the elevator. It was like crickets, and like Josh and I were both like literally.
We're gonna be like,
our
he's got.
baby's name is Karen too. And then I was scared that he would be like.
He'd find
like,
out very strange.
Your baby after me,
I mean, it's
and,
spelled
like,
differently.
And like by the time I like worked up,
he doesn't need to know that.
Like,
No.
you know, but like it was just so we were so close to like saying it, but I was too embarrassed to.
And I
thought,
Kismet then.
I thought he'd be like who gives a fuck?
He would.
And I would have to watch.
He'd
him,
probably.
I would have to watch him pretend like he actually cared.
Yeah, so we decided we didn't do it.
He seemed
anyway.
really nice though.
He does. I think I was just projecting my own insecurities on him. So that's our story about Taryn. But then when Taryn was born, we still had a short list of names. I think it was like we were deciding between 3 names. And we just kept coming back to Taryn. And that
Well, I remember because when you were pregnant, I don't know if it was at a Polycon or I'd come up to see you or something, but like you guys were very mum about it. Like you were like, yeah, we have names, but
we didn't tell anybody.
Yeah, you didn't tell anybody.
Like,
or somebody, yeah, like to like throw us off or.
Yeah, and I wanted to
or take our name.
Yeah, but one of the contenders was Jamie. After Jamie Fraser, he wouldn't.
Don't tell Josh that.
No,
but.
I would have been cool with that.
I kept pushing for Jamie, but not mentioning the Outlander.
I was gonna name Taryn Reese.
Yeah, right. First of all, how could she continue to write sexy scenes?
I know that's the problem. That's the problem.
Yeah, I couldn't.
Yeah.
No, absolutely not.
Well, I love Taryn's name.
Taryn's
it's not a common name either, so but it's good that it has like a sentence.
No, Taryn's
it's like Welsh for thunder.
And Taryn like just recently realized, like learned he like knows his name now, like.
But he says Talon.
Taryn.
Oh, what's your name? Talon. And then
it's very cute.
He'll hide under the blankets and go, "Where's baby Talon?"
It's so cute.
It's cute.
I miss that baby. Well, he's not a baby anymore. He's a grown man now. But...
like he's like saying things where I have no idea where he gets it from. Like the other day, Josh went to change him. What did you say? You wanted to do something.
Leave me alone.
No, he didn't. He said leave me alone, and then Josh was like, no, we need to change your diaper. And Taryn goes, it's my choice.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Where did that come from? We don't say that.
It's my
choice. It must be in WALL-E. Is there a line in WALL-E or Toy Story 3? I don't know, but it was just I was like, okay, like it is your choice, buddy. Like let's use this as a teaching moment about consent and stuff like that. But like I was just so surprised. And then I sent you the text today of like I went to take a sip from my coffee and lo and behold
he put a toy in there.
Yeah, the little Anna from Frozen doll was in there smiling at me. And
did you go back and drink it though?
I did. I took her out and I threw her in the sink. And I said,
I had actually cleaned.
I gave Anna back.
I actually cleaned her earlier. So.
Oh, okay. So
yeah.
Okay.
So she was fresh.
I mean, she was a fresh. She was a fresh toy.
She didn't contaminate my coffee.
Yeah, like I had like sent Sarah something. I don't remember. Like I sent you a meme or something. I don't know. But you were like, "Well, I just sat down and here's what I got." You sent the picture.
He's up to no good all the time.
Yesterday, all of a sudden, I'm in the kitchen and we've got like a little lounge off of the kitchen, and all of a sudden Josh goes, "No, buddy, no!" And I come running in, and Taryn has crawled into the fireplace.
Oh God!
Unlit fireplace. Like he was covered. He was like covered in like black. Soot, like.
Like all you could see was his shining.
I grabbed him so fast and threw him in the bathtub.
Yeah, gosh,
I was like, if he touches like anything, it's like over. So.
But there were like black handprints everywhere.
on the floor, yeah.
A little and then he was only like unwatched for 20 seconds, maybe. Like
he can't be trusted.
Oh, I mean, even when you're watching, they still get into trouble.
Yeah, into everything.
And like Josh put up a baby gate. This shows you the defiance that's in this little boy. Josh put up a baby gate in front of the fireplace, like sealing it off. And then Taryn got so pissed off. He got so mad when Josh put the gate up. He goes, "No, that's my fireplace."
And I was like, what?
I was like, 1, no. 2, good for you for being so assertive. But like 3, this is our house. You're our guest.
Right.
You're our tenant.
He doesn't understand.
He's like, no, it's mine, actually, ma'am.
What else do we got on that?
So a couple more active questions, and then we'll wrap it up because, of course, it's important. This is a question from Ava and also from me. Are there otter mail carriers in the summer court like there are in Crescent City?
I mean,
just say yes.
There aren't not. I mean, like, it's possible. Like, what if there were little, like, sea otter versions, you know, like, that floated on their backs and, like, you know, they held hands and they just kind of drifted. And, like,
Sarah, you could just say it and it's canon.
Okay, let's just pretend like they're not very good messengers because, like, they get
distracted.
Crescent City otters, like, you know, go quickly and, like, you know, they have a job. But these ones just kind of float with the seaweed, like, between, like, the castle and the mainland and hold hands, and, like, you'll be lucky if you get your mail.
So they're like the DHL or the FedEx of the
they're the FedEx.
Don't throw shade at FedEx.
Listen,
are we not allowed to publicly talk about the packages that have been thrown into bushes?
No,
He's like, please, I want my packages.
I like to play it cool with everybody.
FedEx, we love you. Please stop throwing our packages into the bushes where we can't find them. Yes, so there could be otters.
Okay, sea otters.
Sea otters. Baby otters.
And also speaking of the summer court pleasure barge. That's it.
I mean, the pleasure barge will be making an appearance.
Thank God. Okay.
Because
the word barge was
in
like
a spa version of, like, I don't know. It's just like a floating spa. And, like,
what about like a bathhouse, like with, like, I mean, I figured if it's a pleasure barge, like, I was genuinely thinking like sexual pleasure, but like you're like, oh, it's a spa.
No, I mean, like, during the day, it's like a spa. Like,
got it.
And then it converts into
then, like,
right.
As soon as
then you get a happy ending at night.
Yeah, then you know,
it's all over.
When night comes, it's a
different
adult. It's an adult.
Okay, barge. I accept. Okay, so this might be a trap, but I'm gonna ask it anyways. Have we met Elaine's official love interest in the last 5 books?
Can you say?
I mean, there are a lot of characters.
Yeah, there's a lot of characters that are not paired or paired that aren't mated. Yeah. So we don't know.
I know the answer to this
I will
question.
What do you say?
I am debating, like, the fallout from this. Like, I'm debating how many texts you will send me with, like, crazy theories. I'll just say yes.
Let's just say
a tentative yes. I'll pencil in a yes.
Can you also clarify, because I know, like, I mean, I have said it already that it was just that it was coincidental, but the whole about the birthday thing and Gwen, and people want to know, just like, you don't have to say that, but just like people want to know what, like, they're trying to figure out when Columni is in the books as opposed to what it is in the real world. So, like, they're trying to do the math because we still don't really know Elaine's, like, we just know, like, roughly when she was born. Like, we don't know a lot of people's birthdays, but just like last names, birthdays are important to people. So I'm just doing my due diligence by asking.
How can I answer this? Like, you explained to me some of the math, the calculation.
Sarah can't do math, by the way.
Well, first of all, I will say Sarah and I had a discussion, just like a general discussion about how I feel like she is like a prophetic, like prophetess, like priestess, like she like intentionally does things like in the books, like, which is amazing. I mean, so
got a gift.
I just try to pretend like it's intentional. So
I think
yeah,
it is.
apparently during our last live before, was our last live before the riots on the Capitol? I said something like,
was it before?
Oh no, it was in December. It was in December that you had said that.
Yeah, in December I was like, Trump and his like, losers are gonna try and stage a coup, and then apparently I'm an oracle.
Wow. That was the last one we had.
Was that the last one?
No, that was in December, and then in January I had playfully asked Sarah if a character that would pair with someone would have my birthday. And
I remember
she jokingly said, I will make the cereal have your birthday or something. But, you know, the fandom, they love to analyze everything.
Then I decided that your birthday would be the birthday of
somebody.
Person.
Yeah. But right now, there's
no way I can discuss this.
I know, that's what.
Or
so
talk about this. That like,
I'm just asking it, and then all you have to say is, I will neither confirm or deny. That's what I'm expecting.
I will confirm
and deny.
Oh, sorry. Yes.
God bless all of you guys.
Listen, no joke. Like, they put in the work. Okay, I mean, there are things that even like we just did a whole series reread, what Josh is doing before reading Akasif, and even like Ava and I, when we were talking about it, like all these things that we had forgotten or like we didn't pick up on before, we're picking up on. And then now, after Akasif comes out, like some of these readers are like amazing with like their reading comprehension and their like how much they retain.
They're amazing with their reading.
There was an 11-page. There was an 11-page PowerPoint, Josh, of like
PowerPoint.
Yes, that someone made on Twitter of reasons why someone may end up with someone else. And I will say that one thing that was mentioned that I found to be really funny, where they were talking about the Azriel bonus scene and about Gwen singing. And they were like, don't use that as an excuse. Like, this isn't Glee. This is fairy porn. Like, we don't need, like, we're not going to use that as a reason why they could be together. And I thought that was hilarious. But yeah, so I think that right now, like, yeah, like you said, like, there's no way to talk about it without, I like having it like just cloaked in mystery. I like unraveling it myself, but that's me. So
I'm not gonna spoil.
Yeah, exactly.
No, there's no answer I could give. Next question.
Next. Let's go.
Last question is about Crescent City. Is either can you tease anything about Crescent City 2 or about Bryce and Hunt? I know a lot of people want to know if they're endgame, but I don't care. I just want to know if they if there's penetration, because
there's always
all I got was just a tip. So
the dumb question stuff.
Lots and lots of penetration. I'm serious.
I mean, people are asking like, oh, are they gonna be like endgame, like romantically involved, mated, and I'm like, but will there be penetration?
You and I are the same kind of reader. Like,
I know.
I need to know when things.
I'm not as invested in like anybody's relationship. I just want to make sure that everybody's being satisfied in the bedroom. That's all I care about.
Yes. Bryce and Hunt will be very satisfied by the end of both two. Yes.
And also Therian's penis. Okay.
Yeah. Which
Ernie.
Okay. Ernie wants to hear about it, apparently.
I know he always does. He hears me complaining about it all the time. All right, so I asked a lot of the other questions. Josh, there was one last question for you.
Oh God. Okay.
Will you, now that you're reading ACOTAR, will you bake or make anything Akatar inspired. Will you make like a cake? Like I sent Sarah some pictures of some cakes and some cookies. Like
What
sugar
better?
cookies.
I didn't even show you
I
the
saw-
picture. Did you see the picture of that cake?
I didn't see the cake. I saw the cookies,
Let me show
right?
you. Steph just sent me this picture of, I think her name was Dahlia for her birthday. She got a cake.
Mm-hmm.
It was the most beautiful. Happy birthday, Dahlia.
Ooh, that's cool. Yeah.
You see?
Yeah, that's awesome.
So you're gonna
really cool?
you're gonna
You're
make
gonna
that?
show it?
No, I mean like I don't know if you can see.
Get it
I'll
close.
post it so people can see it. Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's the mask on top. It's really
That's pretty sweet.
It's really cool.
So you're gonna make that, Josh?
I would try.
I don't know if fondant.
Yeah, I don't have skills with like.
Well, you have time
decoration.
to hone your skills.
Yeah. What?
No, I'm listening.
You haven't posted any. You haven't posted
I
any
know,
content on your influencer page. So like
I
we don't know
know.
what you're making and stuff.
I was pulling back so I could like
Okay,
tease
Josh,
people. I gave a tease, pulling back out, and then coming back in.
Don't give them all the goods.
I think he got a little self-conscious when people like watching his photos, and then we've just been really busy.
We've been super busy.
And Josh
Yeah,
is not cooking as much.
I've been
We've had a lot of just like grilled chicken.
yeah, I've
Like nothing fancy, which I don't mind.
yeah.
But,
Taryn's been like taking up a
But
lot
it's
of time.
seasoned
Between
chicken, right? It's been seasoned.
what is it?
Not bland grilled chicken. You've been seasoning and marinating your chicken.
Yeah,
This is very important, Josh. Okay.
We cook a beautiful. Yeah, we cook a beautiful bird. Yeah. I'm not gonna. Yeah.
Okay.
We eat well over here.
All right. Good.
Yeah, and I also clean the dishes.
Of course, and take out the trash because
I'm the magic man.
Magic
Magic man.
Magic Mike.
Magic Mike. Which I happen to love that movie actually.
It's a good movie.
Okay. Oh, and actually,
You don't like that?
ask...
But you don't like Magic Mike?
No.
What's wrong with that movie?
It makes me really uncomfortable, and that's saying a lot.
Oh, I like that movie.
It just makes me really uncomfortable. I don't know why.
How is that possible?
I saw it in the theater, and like I was just uncomfortable the whole time. So
was it the seat?
No. Like I think maybe it's.
I'm just joking. I know.
Maybe it was the experience, like the first time watching it, that I now associate with that movie, like where it was just like a bunch of like old grannies in the theater with me, just like lusting. But
what,
I mean,
in the movie theater?
Yeah, no shade, because that's gonna be me as an old lady. I'm gonna be at the theater watching that, but
yeah, wow.
I don't know. I was just uncomfortable. But that actually reminded me. Do you guys still have the Bob's Burgers mural up?
We
in
do
the kitchen?
We
actually.
do, and then I added an Elsa from Frozen drawing to it. But I don't think it's good enough to post. I did like a drawing tutorial, but I don't think it came out that well. Like her hand is kind of like not.
This setting's much more comfortable than the.
And Josh hates doing these lives on this bar.
I don't like the bar stools.
But is that the couch that you slip on though?
What's
that? You slide on?
Yeah.
No, No, we've got this couch nice now.
Now it's covered in blankets.
We got blankets
now that you've done a few.
Yeah.
Like broken it in.
Yeah.
Yes. Now he likes it.
Okay.
Yes.
So anyway.
Yeah. So Bob's Burgers remains. I can't. I don't have the heart to take it down.
It's so good. It's really good.
It's a good one.
Josh likes the show now.
I like. Oh. I do enjoy.
Your doppelganger.
Yeah.
I like Bob's Burgers. Yeah. And
that's what you should be for Halloween this year.
Yes.
Grow your mustache.
Yeah.
It'll like line up with your birthday month.
And yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Yes. This has to happen.
We'll say, yeah, we could do.
You're welcome.
I might do that.
And then make sure that you post about it.
I mean, none of the Belchers are
blonde. Gretchen is the only blonde.
Halloween, it doesn't matter. Like, you can wear a wig or
And
something.
then I'll be Linda.
Can you be Tina?
I think I'm more of a Tina.
Oh.
I'm like Tina and Louise were like a hybrid. That would be.
Can't you just wear like a hat, like the bunny ear hat?
Yeah, but I'm not entirely Louise. Like I am like partially
Tina.
like Tina. Like Tina was me in middle school. Like with like the boy obsession, the weirdness. That was me.
The dancing,
the erotic friend, the erotic
erotic
fiction.
her body rolls.
That's a good one.
You and the Legolas cutout.
Yes. Legolas was my only boyfriend until Josh came along.
And he's still here with us.
He's still here.
He's the other guy in the relationship.
He'll stay with you forever, right?
He will.
I think he will.
You'll be buried with him.
He's gonna go into the coffin with me, lying face down on top of me.
We do have Frodo. We have Frodo and Eowyn.
Frodo and Eowyn.
That's gonna be for Josh.
To the coffin. Yeah, I'll put.
Frodo's coming for me.
Yes. Yes. Okay, on that note, great. Well, thanks for joining me, you guys. And answering.
You enough questions.
Yeah, we didn't really.
Oh, no, listen, I got far more enjoyment out of this by asking the questions that I wanted to ask. And asking about penetration and sea otters.
About like our favorite moment, like as friends, like.
Oh.
Like what was your favorite moment with us as friends? Like what's our favorite?
I remember mine.
Okay, you go.
Well, okay, what's yours, Josh?
When you no, it's not actually my favorite.
Great.
It was horrible.
I
I won't forget when you were over our house for like 3 days and you were sick.
But I was like with pneumonia.
No, I thought that was like I mean, it was sad that you were sick.
It was
but
nice that
we
took care of you.
It reminded me of like
Sarah took care of me.
This was pre-COVID. By the way.
Yes.
And it reminded me of Pride and Prejudice, like when Jane is sick and has to stay at Netherfield. Like I felt like Elizabeth, like caring for you.
I did it intentionally so that I could stay and be waited upon by the house staff. And by the house staff, I mean Sarah and Josh.
I'll never forget that. What else?
What enjoyment did you get out of that?
I will say though, it was really nice because I think that was 4th of July weekend, right? And Josh actually like had cooked a bunch. Like he had there was a lot of food. I remember that. I ate, and
I don't remember.
I remember that whenever I had tea, you guys would get me like fresh mint from the garden.
Of course.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
That was really sweet, though.
We run a nice hotel here.
Yes, I feel like with our friendship, like we are always doing one of two things. Like we're always eating, and which is great because I mean all of good memories go in my stomach. It's fine. But that was a special weekend, even though like I was sick. But Jen had come over. We had like the girls' night, even though I was sick. And Benita was there, and that was a really good weekend, even though I was trying not to die and get your baby sick. So, which I didn't, thank God.
We should have worn masks.
I know, but look, I was telling people, I'm like, I wonder if I legit had COVID before it was COVID, like because like when they talk about like the like I still have scar tissue on my lungs from it. Yeah, because they didn't. I mean, I got diagnosed late, so I pretty much just suffered through it for a week and a half.
I didn't know that. So I'm not. I feel bad.
No, it's fine. I mean, I just said it was a good memory.
I didn't know it was this serious.
Wait, but then you guys also in that same memory, like you guys, Sarah introduced me to the Zach and Zoe's honey. Which is that like the black owned bee farm.
I've met those people.
It's so good. Like I still keep a bottle of the ginger root one. It's so good. So if anybody likes honey,
how did
they
you
have
get
a whole bunch
it?
of infused honey.
You bought it online? Is that
no? Well, I bought one online, but then I actually went to the market in New York. Like when I went to New York that following, like last summer, whenever it was pre-COVID, but I was able to get some like in-house there. So
that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, so again, good came out of it. I was, I survived.
Yeah. Nice.
So, that was back when I lived in my apartment that I had the 60 stairs going up and down and trying to climb it when you can barely, like, stand without coughing up a lung. Like, that was fun. So no one ever. So, anyways.
Now you've got an elevator and a trash valet.
I know.
You're set up.
I really am. I really am. I was like, never again. Now I can catch it. I mean, I don't want to catch it. I'm good.
No.
But anyways,
No.
But thank you guys for joining.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, obviously we'll do it again sometime.
Thanks to the fans.
Oh yeah, thanks for everybody who tuned in. Oh my God, Josh, you had fans. You had a lot. There were a lot of questions.
There are a couple.
Josh, we just didn't get to it. Maybe we'll carry it over to the next one.
Yeah, that's. Yes. I'll be ready. I'll be ready.
Yeah,
okay, good.
Thanks guys for watching. Steph, I miss you, and I love you.
I miss you too. Love you.
We miss you.
Yes. Hopefully I'll see you guys soon.
Ernie, we love you.
Ernie is the worst. I mean, he's cute, but he's the worst. But anyways. But if anybody who missed the first half, I'll have it saved so you guys can watch it after.
Good
Sorry,
night.
Josh. Were you saying something?
I was saying good night all.
Oh.
Sarah and I may or may not eat dinner now. We'll see.
Oh, God. Actually, I haven't eaten dinner either. So we're all going to be eating dinner. Late dinner. I'm going to eat some cheese balls.
To end this in a perfect circle, we've got a chocolate babka in our freezer. Not vodka.
Babka.
I was foreshadowing.
Chocolate? You were.
The dinner
now
treat.
I want it.
I'm good. So you're welcome.
I'm going to be penetrating the babka.
Oh.
Okay,
yeah.
All right, good night, everybody. Bye.
Bye. See ya.